Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona's stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. The give from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab at the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Arizona right back to the line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Red pass, it's complete. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Now on 2nd down. The give to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the 1st drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the 1st drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Gets it out fast. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Power football with the run. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the tailback. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. He'll pull it on the read. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Running to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Touchdown, Orange! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. He's got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Cuse 7, Arizona 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Arizona in a hurry.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They're working that left side. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a 1st down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He's got it on the run, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11 on 11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snap it to the back. Powers through. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes him talk to the hand. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Works the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He's going to pass on 2nd down. The throw. It's caught downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high, and wide on that one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, looking again to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. the Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll give it to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at second and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank.
He got it. Touchdown, Wildcats. And that one will give them the lead. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unloads it left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Arizona right back to the line. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them real.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Here we go. Hornet. Terrier. Squirrel. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Got some room to run. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Syracuse right back at it. Looking downfield, it's Wong. Complete. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll run it out of the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by 12 to Maryland. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
From the gun, running back on the move. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Pressure coming. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. The play action fake. Slips a tackle. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He makes a catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. Touchdown, Arizona. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too.
It ain't let me hike this, John. Can't hit it.
Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker.
This nigga accepted penalty. I literally couldn't hit what you call it.
He'll set up to throw. Getting some heat. That's caught. It's Cantrell. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.